You might not be feeling maternal now, but once the baby's born, everything changes, Tracy.
Not for me, it won't.
There is no way you're going to be able to give your flesh and blood up to someone else. No way.
I'm not listening.
And just think about the effect it'll have on Roy. You've already driven the poor man to nearly kill himself.
Yeah, well, then I owe him something, don't I?
Something that you're not actually going to be able to give him.
We'll see.
You're kidding yourself, Tracy, and you're kidding the croppers.
And you are wasting your time.
I tell you, when push comes to shove, her hormones are going to be all over the place. She's just going to finish up breaking the hearts.
I've been thinking about it.
I've thought about nothing else.
I'm not even sure the baby's Roy's.
Why not?
Well, I never did believe they did anything that night. And I've just got this terrible feeling that she's trying to con him into believing he's the father.
Why would she do that? And if it's not Roy's, whose is it?
Thank you. Perhaps we should buy Tracy a small present.
I've already given her £5,000.
Yeah, well, she wasn't best pleased with us telling Ken and Deirdre yesterday. I just think a small gift might help to ease any slight tension that might be between us.
I want a word with you two.
Good morning, Tracy.
Have you got any idea of the grief that I've been getting?
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, and I've got another 6 months of it to come now, haven't I?
We just thought that Ken and Deirdre had a right to know.
No. You thought that if you told them it'd be harder for me to back out the deal. Well, let me tell you something. I'm not backing out the deal. I want what you owe me.
I bet you do.
So listen to me, Tootsie. After last night, I was so close, that close, to ringing up the clinic and getting another appointment.
But you didn't?
No, I didn't. And not because my mum knows all of a sudden. No, if I wanted an abortion, I'd just have one. She'd have to deal with it. No, all I want now, all I care about is that money. So I hope you've started saving.
We have.
Good. And if my mum tells you that after the birth I'll get all mushy and hormonal, take no notice.
Does that mean you've told her that we'll be bringing the child up?
Yes. But she doesn't know about the money, so from now on, please keep your trap shut. Tell no one now unless I say otherwise.
As you wish.
Right. I want tea and toast on the house.
A full fat milk, I presume, for the baby's bone development?
Just bring it over.
A little present might be a good idea. There's definitely a slight tension between us.
Morning, girls. Oh, now, how did the date go last night, my love, huh?
It was okay. Went okay this morning as well, by the sounds of it.
Oh, is that jealousy, I hear?
I'm not jealous.
Not much, you know.
It's like you used to say to our Kirk, you can have my cast-offs anytime.
Oh, you know this lad, do you?
Has she not told you who it is?
Yeah, I don't pry me.
You can't keep it a secret forever, you know.
I think I've bored Audrey enough with my private life.
Oh, don't be daft, come on. I'd like to know what's going on with my girls.
Yeah, come on, spill the beans.
Maybe later.
Candice, tell Audrey who you've been seeing.
It's not my Nick, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, no wonder Face aches jealous. My Nick's a lovely lad.
Hey, hang on. You mean you don't mind?
She will make a far more reliable girlfriend than you ever were, that's for sure.
Oh.
At the time she was seeing him, she thought Wally Bannister was a millionaire.
I see. So you think my daughter got herself pregnant so she could trap herself a millionaire?
And then when she found out he was just a millionaire's gardener, she ran a mile. But by then it was too late. She was already pregnant, so she was trying to pass it off as Roy's.
But if she didn't want it, why didn't she just get rid of it?
Well, she was planning to at one point, and we know how Roy reacted to that. Maybe she just had an attack of conscience.
Shh. Is that you, Tracy?
Yep. The girl with the burning ears. Change the subject yet?
No, we haven't.
Right, well then I'll go and get my bath.
Well, before you go, Tracy, I want to ask you something. This child that you're carrying.
No, I'm bored of this now.
Is it Wally Bannister's?
What?
Is Wally Bannister the father of your child?
You've got to be joking.
I'm deadly serious, Tracy.
Is it Wally's?
No, so just shut up about it, will you?
Do you think she's telling the truth?
I don't know what to think.
Well, I think we should tell Roy.
Is the owner in? He's a bit busy at the moment.
Now, where do I know that voice from?
Oh, well, if he's too busy, I'll just pay for these and be on my way.
But you just couldn't resist, could you?
No. I do love a chocolate digestive.
A long way to come for a packet of biscuits, babe.
Our offices were a long way to come for legal advice you didn't want.
Ah, but it was a legal advisor that I wanted, and now that you've had time to think about it, it's the handsome shop owner that you want, isn't it?
Is he for real?
You get used to it.
But you know, ladies, there's a tragedy looming over the horizon here. Because yesterday, your professional ethics left me rejected and heartbroken, yes?
Well, like the lady says, you get used to it.
Ah, but today, the shoe is in danger of being on the foot, because just as you don't date clients, I can't date customers. No, against the shopkeeper's very strict code of conduct. So I beg of you, Miss Sharma, please, for the sake of our future happiness, please don't buy the biscuits.
How much are they?
99p.
Which is a rip-off.
Cheaper in a supermarket.
That's true.
You go straight to your hips.
Keep the change. Bye.
Hey, hang on now, stop. Come on, I was joking about the hips. Listen, the date, what about Friday? Irony, you know?
Well, I think you should get some proof before you drop this on Roy.
How can you get proof? The only person who knows for certain is Tracy, and you can't believe a word she says.
Morning.
Oh, morning, Emily.
Morning.
Look, if the croppers are going to end up looking after this baby, they're entitled to know all the facts.
Is everything all right?
No, it isn't actually. We found out Tracy's news last night.
Ah.
Why didn't you tell me, Emily?
I thought it was Tracy's place to do that. But now that she has...
Oh, she didn't. Oh, no, she didn't tell us. We had to rely on the croppers for that. If it had been left to you and Tracy, we'd still be living in ignorance.
Oh, I'm sorry if you feel let down.
I thought we were friends.
We are.
Then how could you keep something like this from me?
Well, it wasn't easy. But in all the years we've been friends, I've been your confidant on many occasions. And I've always been discreet, haven't I? I'd like to think that that's why you trusted me. And I'd like to think that that's why Tracy trusted me, too.
I just wish she trusted me.
Oh, excuse me. Want to get to bed at a decent hour?
Hey, tell an old sis. A decent time's 1 o'clock in the afternoon for him and Candice.
Shut up, Fizz.
And it wasn't just yesterday afternoon either.
Why? What else has he been up to?
You should have heard him last night.
I did. All the way from Tile Street. Why do you think I'm yawning?
Hey, and then again this morning.
Fizz, if your needle moved as fast as your mouth, we'd have this order finished today.
Oh, do you know, the way this thing's going, it reminds me of you.
Well, I'll take that as a compliment.
What, being compared to a needle?
Candice is easily pleased.
It all sounds a bit rowdy out there.
Yeah, but it's not a problem as long as they keep working.
Yeah, but with that lot, if you give them an inch, then they...
Oi! Where do you think you're going? Sorry, Mike, give us a second. What do you think you're doing?
I'm going to the toilet.
I just saw you pick up your light there. What's been a power cut or something?
Look, if I fancy going for a quick drive...
You can wait until lunchtime. It's only half an hour to go back to the machine.
Who do you think you're talking to, you?
Look, Janice, I know we used to be related, but guess what? Things have changed. I'm not the son-in-law, I'm the man in charge. Now do as you're told.
Are you going to let him speak to me like that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I am.
You had a toilet break 20 minutes ago, so unless you've got a doctor's note, you can wait. Sorry, Mike, what were you saying?
Nothing. Nothing. Carry on. You're doing fine.
Rita!
What now?
They're back. Listen. They're out there now and they've got another ball.
They're just trying to make a point.
And they've come all the way from school in the dinner hour to make it.
It's best to ignore them. They won't be there long.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
I didn't want to start until you got here. I don't know if it looks serious. Sorry to keep you, Kev.
Oh, that's all right. No, sit down.
What seems to be the trouble?
Well, I've got something on my mind I need to share with you. I don't want to upset you, but I think you should know. There's a possibility you may not be the father of Tracy's child.
I heard that one all right. Must have done.
So why isn't he doing out?
Because he's scared of my dad. Well, I bet they're doing the nut in there. Sooner or later, they're going to proper lose it.
Tracy thought she was using him, but in fact it was the other way around. Wally was using her.
I don't know what to say.
I'm sorry, Roy.
So you think that she got herself pregnant by this man because she thought he was a millionaire? And then when she found out he wasn't, she blamed Roy?
I asked her face to face and she denies it. But I have to say, I still think it's a distinct possibility.
Where is she now?
Back home.
Right. I'm going to have this out with her once and for all. You've been conning us. You've been conning us all along.
What now?
Ken has just told us about this Wally person.
Oh, Roy, you mean?
You know who I mean.
This is true, Trace.
Oh, thanks, Dad. Thanks a million.
Well, they've a right to know the truth. We've all got a right to know.
And if you've got a decent bone in your body...
I am telling you the truth.
If you've got a single shred of decency, you'll tell us all now, once and for all.
But Wally Bannister is not the father. And you have got no right to go around spreading lies about my personal life. Haven't I been embarrassed enough?
Embarrassed? What about us? You nearly split us up. You drove this good and decent man to the brink of suicide.
Please, don't upset yourself, Hayley.
Has it all been a hoax? Has it all been a cruel and nasty joke? Is that all it is, Tracy? Is it? Is that all it is?
No!
But what makes you so sure that it's not Wally's baby?
Please, just tell us the truth, Tracy.
What makes you so sure that it's not Wally's baby?
Well, the dates. Look, I know my own body. It's not Wally Bannister's, and if you don't believe me, well, there's nothing I can do about that. So please, just leave me alone.
What are we going to do now? How can we ever believe anything she says?
Well, you could always ask Wally himself.
What, are you still in touch with him?
No.
But Blanche did put his mobile number in the address book. You could give him a ring.
Hello again.
Hi. Is he in?
Dev, someone to see you.
Look who it is. Nothing wrong with the biscuits, I hope.
I haven't come to return them, if that's what you're thinking.
So,
I've decided if you're willing to risk breaking the shopkeeper's code of conduct you were talking about.
No, I am. Well, yeah, no, it could be, yeah.
Well, I could do lunch tomorrow. Pick you up from here around 1. Would that be convenient?
Well, I could pick you up.
Oh, no, I need my car.
Okay, well, no, that would be most convenient, yeah.
Okay, see you then.
Yeah. I look forward to it.
I thought Audrey would go mad, but she's being really cool about it.
Hey, just think, if things work out between you and Nick, that'll make us like sisters-in-law.
Yeah, but as I said to Audrey, it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? But mind you, I was in the pub with him last night and I suggested that we should all go out and double date or something like that. And you know what he said to me?
What?
He wants to keep me all to himself. They didn't want to go out on a foursome. Now, what do you think about that?
Oh, I don't know.
Right, come on. I'm going to be late. Audrey won't like that, will she? Even if you are practically family, now you've had one date with a grandson.
Oh, she's just jealous. I'll see you later. Don't worry, I'll work on Nick about that double date thing. See you later.
I'm never going to live it down, am I? He's bound to tell her sooner or later, and then the whole world will know.
Forget about it.
I wish I could, sweetheart.
Look, will you go and get Bethany from nursery? Because I don't know what time Roy's going to be back at.
Where's he gone?
Well, to meet someone, but he said it might be a while.
Right.
Mr. Bannister?
Hello?
Roy Cropper. I rang earlier.
Oh, yeah, you found it then?
I'm grateful to you seeing me at short notice like this.
Yeah, well, I could have come to see you later in the week, you know.
Yeah, I couldn't wait. I'm sorry.
No, well, anyway, I think it's a good thing for prospective customers to come and see the work for themselves. You know, you can't be too careful these days, can you? A lot of con men about, you know. Yeah, 3 weeks listening to Gardener's Question Time, a Titchmarsh library book, and they call themselves professionals. Yes. Anyway, I think if you want to know what a man can really do, you've got to see it with your own eyes.
That's what I thought.
Yes. So, what do you think then?
Oh, very, very nice.
Yes, well, if you'll just bear with me a minute. I've nearly finished.
Of course.
The Merry Widow, she wants cauliflowers next summer, you know. I'll introduce you to her in a minute. Yeah, then you can get a glowing reference directly from the horse's mouth, as it were. And I do mean that quite literally. I mean, she's a lovely woman, but it's very hard to look her in the face without wanting to give her a carrot. You don't know her, do you?
No.
No. Yes. Where did you get my number from? Was it one of my other customers?
It was Tracy Barlow. You might remember her as Tracy Preston.
She recommended me as a gardener.
I'm not here to talk about gardening, Mr. Bannister.
You're not her husband, are you?
No.
Well, I mean, I met her father.
Please, I'm not going to attack you.
Yeah, are you sure?
Promise you.
Why are you here, then?
To find out the truth.
Look, listen, there was a bit of a misunderstanding between me and Tracy, I admit that, but it cost me the best job I've ever had. The wife made me resign shortly afterwards, and look at me now, I'm self-employed, I've got 2 days a week here and another afternoon somewhere else. I'm barely scraping a living.
Look, I know that Tracy spent the night with you on at least one occasion.
So?
Forgive me for asking impertinent questions, but I do need to know. Did you and Tracy ever... Did you ever engage in activities of a carnal nature?
Well, we had a couple of beef burgers once.
Please, Mr. Bannister.
Listen, will you? I'm a red-blooded man, and if it's offered to you on a plate, which it is in my line of work sometimes, you know, now and again, you take the Lady Chatterley option, don't you? I mean, the Merry Widow there, sometimes I've got to fight her off with a rake. It's no hardship, but Tracy, well, she was a young, attractive woman, wasn't she?
So, you did.
A gentleman never says.
But you did.
Come on, we're both men of the world.
I see.
Hey, what's up, You all right?
There is something that you ought to know about Tracy.
Well, she's all right, isn't she?
She's pregnant.
I never touched her.
Thanks very much, love. Ta-ra. How do?
Come on, out. You can't come in here with that.
Why not? Yeah, thought you might like to see it, since it's like you bought it.
I heard enough of it at dinner time, thank you very much.
It's a beauty, isn't it?
Rosie, can I help you, love?
I'm just choosing some sweets.
Yes, well, don't take all day about it.
Problem is, so much to choose from.
I've got my eye on you two. I know what you're up to, you know.
What are you doing stood there?
Keeping watch.
Norris.
Nobody's going through that door until everything's paid for.
Do you sell scissors?
No.
You might as well. You won't be needing yours anymore.
Get that ball out now, dear.
I can't.
You can and you will.
Can't. I haven't paid for these yet. And you said no one's going out until everything's paid for.
Well, perhaps there was a bit of slap and tickle went on, you know.
You were implying more than that until you knew she was pregnant.
Well, perhaps I did sleep with her.
Well, either you did or you didn't.
All right, I did. But the baby... Well, it couldn't be mine, Mr. Cropper.
Why not?
Look, I was born and bred in Oldham, you know, the home of the tubular bandage. Do you know what the name of our train station is?
Mumps?
Oldham Mumps, yeah. Met my wife there, waiting for a train to Manchester. I still get a tear in my eye every time I drive past it, which I do quite often going to see my mum. She's 94, you know, still going strong. And she's the woman who nursed me through mumps when I was 15 years old. She used to say the name of the station after me. And why am I telling you this?
I've no idea.
Look, I've been married 41 years now, and in all that time my wife's had to put up with a lot. Everything, in fact, except the patter of tiny feet. And the reason I could never give her the child she wanted was that I had the mumps when I was 15 years old. There were no vaccinations in them days, so if you got the mumps at 15, it was goodbye to the family allowance. And that's what happened to me. My wife used to think she was stony ground, but after a long time we realised it was the seeds that were at fault. And she's still stuck with me. Do you know, if you weren't so obviously involved in all this, I would like nought better than to say I was the stud who got Tracy up the duff. But I've got more chance of becoming a proper bona fide millionaire than I have of ever becoming a father.
I'm very sorry.
Yeah, well. Have you got money?
No.
It would seem then that you are the father of this child.
I think it would, yes.
OK, brilliant.
Can
me for a drink, Hayley? No, better not.
Oh, come on, Hayley, don't be such a bore.
I've got to get straight back on to race tonight. I'll see you later.
What's up with her? She's been on pins all afternoon.
She must be on a promise.
Hey, girls, I think it's him who's on a promise.
Long day. Hey, Candice, don't let him give you the needle.
Take no notice of
Oh, don't worry, I'm not. They're just jealous.
So what do you fancy?
Somewhere I could get served.
Okay.
Oh, now, don't start, Gail. Candice is a nice girl and she's been through a lot lately.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, well, don't go jumping in at the deep end.
Don't worry. To what happened with Sarah, I've learnt my lesson.
Good. Because meddling in your children's relationships, believe me, never does any good in the long run.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, I'm really going to try this time.
Off you go.
I'm so pleased for you, Roy.
For us, Hayley. Be pleased for us.
I am. Are you sure he was telling the truth?
Yes.
I've been thinking, though, even if Wally isn't the father, it don't mean to say there isn't another Wally out there somewhere.
Well, there's none that Ken and Deirdre are aware of.
And once the baby's born and Tracy's got her money, there's nothing to stop her inventing an imaginary Wally just to keep the child to herself. And Miss Shauna says we won't be able to insist on a paternity test. Legally, as things stand, we've no rights at all.
Well, we just have to trust her then.
But we can't.
What else can we do?
I've been sitting at work all afternoon, praying with all my heart that this baby's yours, Roy. We've been through such a lot to get this far. We nearly split up over it. But today we've had an insight into how we might feel if we're ever to lose it. And we can't let that happen, can we?
No.
We've got to stop being so naive and relying on trust. Now, telling Ken and Deirdre worked out. We've got to carry on now, being more assertive.
But in what way?
We need to take Miss Shauna's advice. If we want to guarantee your rights as a father before the baby's born, then you and Tracy are going to have to get married.